What is Snap Collector Gold? It's Collector Tyrant here again today, and today we're going to be doing the Dragon Ball Z Funko Pop from the 2020 Spring Convention, or aka Emerald City Comic Con, I think it's called, for you Americans watching. But we're going to be getting into these three here today: Perfect Cell, Vegeta eating Noodles, and the metallic green Piccolo. So stick around, and let's see how this review turns out. Alright boys and ladies, we're going to be starting with Piccolo, the metallic Piccolo, because let's face it, there's not much detail on this guy. Well, there is, but you can't really see it because it's metallic. And we're not going to worry about looking at the box too much, because you guys have seen it 100 times. I've got a million, well not really, but you know, I've got a ton of reviews of Dragon Ball Z out there talking about the box. So we're going to get inside and have a look at the Piccolo, pick out some of the details if we can, and check out that epic metallic color as well. So without further ado, let's get into the box. Alright boys and ladies, check out that shiny goodness. Once again, I always say shiny goodness because it's metallic, and metallic is it's sort of a more prestige sort of thing to pick up. There's nothing really going on but the metallic color. Really, that's all that's going on with this thing. I mean, like, they look cool, they look expensive, but let's be honest, they're probably made the same way as the normal Funko Pops. But anyway, we're not getting into that. Let's look at the Piccolo here. But the Piccolo's got the little knobby things on his head, the little feelers, antennas, or antennae, I don't know what you want to call it. But there's something on his head. We've got the elf ears on the side here. He has those sort of weird sort of long ears that stick out of his head. You see he's wearing his gi, or his fighting wear, if you want to call it that. He's got like that gi, that purple gi with the red belt, and those weird sort of like wooden shoes he wears. Now this one's actually doing the special beam cannon, as you can see there. I'm kind of wishing I picked a better background for this because it's green on green and it's not really working. But you can see what I mean. Like, he's got a stance going on there. Special beam cannon would come out of that right there. Now, this exact Funko Pop mold, I believe the original one came without an arm. So this one does have an arm. If you can see there, he's got that fist clenched. Now, I talked about the Pokemon Pops yesterday, how they're like pretty much exactly the same as the original Funko Pops. The flocked versions were pretty much the same as the originals. Now, this just proves that Funko Pop went out of its way to like sort of change things for this sculpt here. So I'm really glad they actually did that with this Funko Pop. Right, let's check out the muscles. Can you see the muscles there? I can't really see much here. Like, you can see all like the grids in the muscles there. He has these weird sort of muscles. Well, the Namekins, they have these weird skin. Like, it's like lined skin, if you can see that. Just there. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, it's not a bad looking pop, guys. I really do like Piccolo, and I like this metallic stuff they do bring out. Unfortunately, I do get my fingerprints all over it. I have to clean it up before I put it back in the box. Now, one thing I did notice that I do have a problem with, straight from the box, is this massive mold line in the head. That's like, it's a massive gap. Like, you know, I wish they'd fix things like that, you know? Like, you pay, this is like $25 just for this piece of plastic here. And I do like it, I just wish it was a better quality. Also, we do have sort of like a scratch. You see that massive scratch on the head there? Like, this is fresh out of the box. Like, and we already got a scratch going on, so not good. Alright, so let's do a head test for Piccolo, and his head is articulated, and he will stand up for you guys. Easily. Nice and easily. Tons of balance there on the legs. So if you want to take him outside, display him outside the box, he will do that for you. All in all, like, the design is actually really good. I don't mind metallics, as I said before. They look cool and they look expensive, but this one wasn't that great coming out of the box, to be honest. Hopefully the other two have a better quality to them. Right, let's move on to Vegeta. Alright, up next we have Vegeta eating Noodles, and this is another Vegeta pop I'm adding to my collection. I've got all the Vegetas pretty much, I think. Except for that super rare one that came out in Tokyo years ago, which is just like ridiculously expensive. But this one is a good pop. I haven't got the Goku eating the noodles yet, and I think I need to pick him up to have the, you know, the noodle set, I guess you want to call it. But let's not waste any more time. Let's get inside and have a look at this Funko Pop. Alright guys, check out Vegeta. Nice looking pop here. Feels nice and smooth on my fingers. Fresh from the box. Now, I really like what they've done with this one, because it's something really original when it comes to Funko Pops in general, actually, is the mouth is actually open. There's actually a hole. You can actually feel that little hole there in the mouth. So he's slurping up those noodles. So I guess they've done a good job on that, I guess. Something different to bring to a pop. But the head's pretty much the same as all Vegeta Pops. You know, he's got that massive hairdo, with that sort of receding hairline going on, and he's always pissed off. I don't think I've seen a Funko Pop of Vegeta without angry eyebrows. Right, let's check out the noodle box here, and it's just like an orange little band around there. And you can actually see the noodles inside there. I don't know if you can see the details. If I can move his head to get some more light. But you can actually see all the little noodles wrapped around inside the little cup. So they've done a really good job in that. And the chopsticks are pretty good too. They're a bit like, there's a bit of mold lines on there, scrappy looking lines, but who cares about that? It's only small details. He's wearing his Saiyan armor too. I think most of the Funko Pops from Vegeta are wearing the Saiyan armor, but yeah, you can see that. You can actually feel the texture in that too. Once again, you got those awesome blues on the white with the yellow on the armor. And it just looks like an all-around good pop, guys. It's a nice looking piece. Really can't wait to get the Goku eating noodles as well. I have to get that one down the track and do a review on that as well. Alright, so let's do a head test for Vegeta here, and his head is fully articulated. and he'll sit down on those legs and cup. So nice balance there. Whoops, he's doing a bit of breakdancing. Yeah, not a bad pop, this one, guys. This is actually one of my personal favorites. I'm always a big fan of Vegeta, and this one definitely delivers. Alright, so let's move on to Cell next, I think. Alright guys, here we have Perfect Cell, and this is the glow-in-the-dark version. He's got a lot of electrical power going on as well, so that's going to be interesting to look at. But we're going to take this guy outside the box and have a look at this badass. Alright boys and ladies, check out this absolute beast of a Funko Pop. This is like a really nice piece, guys. I really am enjoying this already off the bat. It's a really aesthetically pleasing looking piece. Now we'll take a look at the face if we can see the details there. Now something I just noticed by rubbing my hand on the face, this is actually really gritty. I don't know if you can see that in the camera. It's like sandpaper almost. You can actually feel that. I never had a Funko Pop like that before. So yeah, I like how they put those little details in. I just enjoy things like that. Like different textures throughout the Funko Pop is means to put detail into the actual piece itself. Now this one is actually glow in the dark before I go any further with anything else. Unfortunately I did decide to do the Funko Pop review in the daytime, so I don't really want to wait till night time to see if this works, but this guy should light up for you guys because it is glow in the dark. I'm not sure if these electrical energy pieces light up as well, but these are actually really nice as well, going around the head there. It looks like a crown of thorns or something. So it's actually going throughout the body as well. You can see it all throughout the body down there as well. So they've done a really good job on that. The electrical energy coming around the body and head is a really nice touch. We'll look at the skin, given that this is actually a glow in the dark, so this is going to be a tiny bit transparent, I guess. And we got some little dots on here as well. That's the skin. That's the sort of skin that Cell has. So you can see the top of the head there as well. The body is also covered in that same sort of dotted pattern as well. And we'll take a look at the back here, and we got some wings sticking out, as you can see, and we got this little tail, which he uses to suck up the androids. Also, we got like texture inside the actual muscles between his armor, or his carapace, I guess you want to call it. So yeah, they've done a really good job on this one, guys. I really do like this one. Unfortunately, there's a lot of leftovers like super glue as well, like stains, but that's alright, we'll clean that up later on. Alright, let's do a head test for Cell, and Cell is surprisingly articulated. I didn't realize, I thought it was going to be like all stuck together, but it actually works, which is interesting. So they've done a good job on this one. Stand up test for this guy, and we'll try and get his little horns in the frame there. And he does a really good job standing up, so he will stand up for you outside the box. All in all, not a bad pop, guys. I'd have to say this one is actually my favorite out of the lot today, because it's just a nice looking piece. I really do enjoy it. But anyway, guys, we're going to move on to my rating now, so stick around for that. Alright, boys and ladies, you should know how I do my Funko Pop reviews by now. I do them out of 2 parts of 5. I do the first part on how the Funko Pops came for the box. I look for any defects, do a total score of 5. And then my second rating is how Funko Pop designed these pops for the specific franchise. In today's case, is going to be Dragon Ball Z. So let's move on to that right away. Now, I did notice some things I didn't like about the Funko Pops in general. I already showed you guys the Piccolo is a scratch on the head that pissed me off a bit, and you know, the mold lines, just I get sick of seeing mold lines, guys. You know, they should really get that stuff fixed up. Everything else wasn't too bad. I mean, the Cell did have some like stains from the super glue, but that's stuff I can fix. Like, I can actually just wash that off with water. But stuff like scratches and that, you just can't fix that. Vegeta was all good. So that's alright. Alright guys, for my first score there, I'm going to give that a 3 because I was not happy with the Piccolo. I might have tried and get another one actually because I'm not happy with the scratches, but that's just the way it is. So 3 out of 5, guys. The other two are really good, but this one was just really lackluster. Alright, so I'm going to move on to the next score now, and we're going to take these guys out, do some pan shots, and then I'm going to do a bit of a recap on what I think about these Funko Pops before we give the final score. Alright guys, let's start with the Piccolo. So Piccolo, you know, I always love Piccolo. Piccolo's my second favorite character of the franchise. Metallic stuff I'm always into, so that's why I picked this guy up. I really like it. You know, it's a bit of a gimmick, but you know, at the same time, I like that sort of metallic look. So this one's a good one. I like the stance. I like the stance. I just like the figure. It's good. It's good. Second is Vegeta. Vegeta's, I like this pop. It's probably one of my favorite Vegeta pops they brought out. Brings a different flavor to the table when it comes to a Funko Pop in general. It's got a mouth open. Don't really see many of those around. He's eating those noodles. I really like that. It's just more of a peaceful sort of pose for Vegeta. Something different. It's like something different we don't really see for Vegeta when it comes to Funko Pops. So this one is definitely a nice piece. Alright, for the Cell, we have some really good stuff going on here. I'd really like to see if this thing actually lights up in the dark, but I'm sure it will. But other than that, I really do like the way they've done it. The pose is good with the hand out. He's got that nice electrical energy floating around the body. Really, really epic piece. The colors are great in this one. I love the patterns. And the transparency from the glow in the dark too. I actually like that more than the original piece. I reckon that the original piece is a bit more darker. I think Cell looks more natural with this tiny bit of transparency. So yeah, it actually looks really good. Alright, for that score, I'm gonna give that a 5 out of 5. All these pieces were well designed. It's just really unfortunate that the Piccolo came out a bit scummy from the factory. Alright, if you add those scores together, that's gonna be 8 out of 10. That's a pretty decent high score there, and these pops are pretty epic. So that will be the review for today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the review. Let me know in the comments if you did enjoy it. Go check out the channel if you wish, and you can sub up if you wish. That's totally your choice if you enjoy what I do, and share it with friends who might enjoy this stuff. That's totally your choice also. I'm not telling you guys to do that. You can do that. I'm just reminding you if you want to do that. That's totally your choice. Alright, so we got another Funko Pop review coming just after this. It's gonna be another exclusive I picked up, so stick around for that. Alright, so I'm gonna leave with you, and I hope you guys have a great weekend, and for all you collectors out there, keep on collecting, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, collect Tyrant out.